Do women think about you? Women, at first glance, see you as direct competition. They feel like they have to fight you off in order to get the attention of like certain men, certain prospects, certain corporations. If you're masculine energy watching, women just feel like you have like an entourage. They feel like you have groupies, or you just have people sodding after you, and they ultimately feel like they have to get in line. What I see is that women, for the most part, when they try to join alliances or join partnerships with you, it's usually with the intention of like taking something from you, taking your light, taking your energy, taking your knowledge, and using it for themselves, because they see you as a white witch or a white warlock if you're a man. They see you as somebody who has pure intentions, someone who's also guarded and protected, and a person that knows a lot more than they let on. So even just on the initial meeting, people can tell that there's something ethereal about you, something magical about you, and it really ticks them off inside. Because with the Eight of Wands, women that see you, meet you, they feel like you're such a great communicator, that you get all your points across. They feel like you can get whatever it is that you desire. Women ultimately see you as a very abundant person who is actively investing in their dreams. They also see you as somebody who has firm boundaries. So let's say you're a man watching and women are used to getting who they want. They can tell off the bat that you're not like these other people that they approach. They know that they have to come to you correct, because you're not going to play any of the BS that most men or other women do. And it's like women view you as somebody who's here to teach them active lessons. And you do this without even knowing, just by how you treat them, just by how focused that you are. It's almost like women put you on some sort of pedestal. They feel like when they're around you, they feel like they're all high and mighty. Then they come around you and they have like this rude awakening that lets them know like, hey, I'm actually karmic. I'm actually the toxic one. And how I know I'm toxic? Because I'm surrounded by this person who puts themselves first, who has these firm boundaries with themselves and everyone around them. And it's making me realize that I am not as big or bad as I thought I was. They don't love you like I do. With competition interference, people feel like when they're around you in an environment, you serve as a direct competition in order to get whatever outcome that they want in store. Especially when you're around women who have ulterior motives, it's almost like you create blockages in their plans, because you see right through their BS. You see right through their BS and their bullshit. And with Transform, you're constantly like evolving, especially with people who don't see you for let's say a couple of months, and then they run into you in the future. They realize like, wow, this person's just elevating. They're just constantly changing and growing. You have this sense of like individuality, where regardless of who you're around, regardless of what environment you essentially like assimilate to, you still maintain who you are. You still maintain your own individuality, your own characteristics. There's nobody out here like you. You also embody this energy of true divine love, which is why I feel like your aura is so bright, which is why sometimes like you trigger people without even trying. Just by coming into the room, it's like you get people feeling some type of way, like they start to feel bothered, they start to feel uncomfortable, and it's because of the fact that you know who you are, and you get surrounded by people who don't know who they are, who like succumb to society programming and just things that they feel like they have to be as a woman or as a man, and then they come across you. You don't care. You do what you want. You do what you feel like. You don't let other people and naysayers come in and sway you off your path. With wishing, they also feel like you're going to get all your wishes granted. Women feel like when you want something, you get it. Yes, it may take time, but you're so laser focused on your dreams and your goals and your aspirations that it's only a matter of time before you receive what you need. On an intuitive level, women know that it's only a matter of time. With fulfillment, they also feel like you fulfill people around you. Like let's say you and another person are into the same person, right? Well, in women's eyes, it's like you're the person that's going to get chosen. Why? Because you're the one that embodies the energy of love. And also, I feel like this energy hasn't always been this way. Like you could have been like a black sheep or someone just that was outcasted. But as you've grown older, as you've put yourself first, this has also affected your looks. It's become more apparent just how attractive you are as a person. With elder, it's almost like people are fully aware that even though you may look young, or you may be young in age, or even if you're not young in age and you're just matured, it's like people know that you are somebody that has all the answers one way or another. They know that when you go within, when you introspect, when you meditate, it's very difficult to get anything past you, because your alarms inside of you, your intuition is extremely strong. So when people try to get one over on you, this is what they get. Chaos, sudden upheaval, destruction, and unseen changes. So how women view you, they view you as someone who they need to act right with, because if they don't, their lives are going to be in tumultuous energy. With hermit, they also view you as somebody who may be like a lone wolf or someone who doesn't really have like an entourage, or you just do best on your own. And this is because of the fact that you're actively progressing, you're actively moving forward. And yes, you do have some genuine people that do actually want to collaborate, but for the most part, people want to come in to try to sway you off of your path, or they want to take like your ideas and take on your energy and be your doppelganger and pretend to be you. But ultimately, you're the embodiment of love. You're the embodiment of individuality. You're the one that's going to get your wishes granted. And people know this on an intuitive level. So sometimes, most of the time, when you do have intrusions in your life, it's because people are just trying to make your life harder, because they don't want you to continue progressing and surpassing them as you're doing. And the more boundaries that you have, the more you put yourself first, the higher you're going to elevate, the more lessons that you learn, and the more distorted these masculine females, or even males in general, if you're watching this, this is how you make other women feel.